Hello, 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 beloved. How are you? How are you? I am going live. I was supposed to start at 3, but I was trying to do it from my computer, but it didn't look right, so I'm going to use my phone. But anyway, I'm just here to talk about how I went from broken to better and to talk about my life story of self-realization and true joy, where I went through my spiritual awakening process. So I'm going to give some folk a few time to chime on in before I start talking. So I hope that you have been having a good day. It has been a pretty cool day so far. Not too taxing, not too stressful. I really don't have stressful days anymore. That's a blessing in itself. Again, part of what I'm going to talk about today definitely has something to do with me not living a stressful life. So this is definitely something you want to pay attention to, tune in, listen. Because if you are experiencing stress, if you are experiencing having burdens, if you are experiencing not loving yourself, if you are experiencing fear, any of those things, then you are definitely in the right place. So I'm going to give it a few more seconds before I'm waiting for my chime to kick on in. So if there's anybody live now, hashtag live, let me know, say hello, wave your hand. I'm waiting for a few people to chime on in. This is not showing me I'm on. It's not showing me I'm on Facebook. So if I can't see it on my computer, I'm wondering if you can see it. Okay, so welcome. Let me know you are here. And thank you for joining me. Listen and learn and grow from my experiences and yours. So come on in. Come on in. Talking about my experience from how I went from broken to better, my life story of self-realization and true joy. I'm gonna start in a minute. Let's listen to the meditation music, and I'll be starting in a minute. Come on in. All right, I'm gonna get started. Oh, there we go. Okay. Okay, so I just want to talk about my life experience with spiritual awakening, the dark night of the soul, the things that I've learned from my experiences, especially and particularly over the past 3 years of my life, and most importantly, the past year of my life, and definitely the past year and a half. But there's something that each of us has in us that is called purpose. And at some point in your life, I am here to tell you, at some point in your life, you will be called to be checked, called on your bluff, pretty much, about your purpose. We pray about wanting things. We want God to give us this. We want the universe to bring us this. We want this to happen. We want that. But have we ever taken the time to figure out when we pray that those prayers actually are being heard and they're being answered? Many times we just say things and don't even realize what we're saying. We're just speaking from emotions and speaking from our egos and never particularly speaking from our soul. And because we never speak from our soul, we tend to overlook what it needs, what it wants, what it's trying to say. And because we experience that need to overlook the soul takes over for itself and says, oh, okay, so you don't want to listen to me? How about this? How about I handle this on my own? How about I create situations for you that you don't like, that are going to push you to your limit, push you to your max, and make you do what it is that I want you to do? How about I strip you from everything that you have by putting you in situations that are going to create those manifestations for me so you can push yourself to think and do better? The soul is leading you in the direction that it wants to go, but we oftentimes allow our pain and our hurt to direct us in different places. Unfortunately, we find ourselves drifting into certain places where we don't belong. And when we get to those places where we don't belong, then we want to do what? Call out for God's help. Listen to our instincts and listen to our soul. Because we're never in unison with the soul because of the things that we've experienced in our life. Because of the past things that we've gone through, the past things that we've seen, the things that we've heard. They've tainted our souls. They've tainted our minds. They've tainted our thoughts. And the way we think about things is what we create in our lives. So if you had a childhood that was filled with tainted thinking, then guess what? Your adulthood life is going to be tainted living. So look around you. Look around you. How is your life? Is it tainted? Is it clean? Is it pure? What's going on? I'm going to tell you about my story from how I went to not being good to being better. Now I'm at a place of being much better than what I was even a month ago. It's this thing called the dark night of the soul. I don't know if you've heard of it, but I've spoken about it in a few of my other videos. But today I want to talk about it a little bit more intimately. So this is definitely for those who have listening ears who want to hear. So whether you're tuning in now or tuning in later, hashtag live or hashtag replay, it doesn't matter, because it's everything that I do, I'm realizing is timeless. It's because people, when they're going through a healing process, they don't want to hear that they're wrong. They don't want to hear that they have to do something that they don't like. People don't want to do shit. They want shit done for them, even their healing. So we take shortcuts to healing, like some of the things that I did: substance abuse, alcohol abuse, sex, cheating, infidelity, lying, betraying, just obsessed with things, laziness, fear, all kinds of things. All kinds of things that take you away from your true element, your true self, your true nature. You use these things to hide your truth. Your truth is, your shit is fucked up. My shit was fucked up. Everybody I know shit was fucked up. They got their shit together. Shit was fucked up. I'm pretty sure your shit fucked up too. But in learning and understanding the journey of spiritual awakening, often called spiritual crisis, and it's called a crisis for a reason, because your spirit has crashed. It has reached a place where it cannot take any more of your bullshit. It can't take you dealing with another raggedy ass motherfucker in your life. It can't take you staying at that dumbass fucking job another goddamn day. It can't take you doing many of the things that you used to do. It just can't take it anymore. And it's not going to take it anymore. Guess what? A crisis is going to manifest itself because you're going through a crisis on the inside of your body. Many of you are depressed, or you may have experienced depression. And you know what depression is? It is that side of your mind, like that good angel, bad angel type thing that they have on the cartoons with the red devil and the white angel shoulder on shoulder, each shoulder. That's what depression is. You have depressed your mindset on thinking because you can't choose what to think. Deep down, you're struggling with wanting to achieve a certain type of happiness again. And because something has been removed from your life, you're no longer happy. Well, I'm here to tell you that you're not happy because you're not a happy person. That person being removed from your life was universe, spirit, and soul revealing to you that you're not happy. It's not that the person is gone. You are not happy. You hide behind that person. You hide behind your job. You know, I used to work so much because I did not want to face the reality. I had created this life that I did not want, that I did not plan on having, with people that I did not want in it. Things that I had experienced I did not want to go through because I felt like I should not have had to. Which is why I dreaded the experiences in the first place when I was first going through them. But a lot of those experiences, of course, nothing happens by accident and everything is in divine order. Of course, we don't know that when we're going through it, but all of those experiences taught me something very drastic and relevant to where I am today. All of those experiences have gotten me one step closer to realizing who I am. Realizing what I am. Discovering who I am. Discovering what I am. Why I was here. What am I supposed to do? How I'm supposed to do it. When I'm supposed to do it. Even where. You see, the spiritual crisis that we go through is simply soul telling you enough, damn it, is enough. So it does the work for you. Yeah, so it pushes you to get rid of some things out of your life that you may not have done on your own. Maybe like that bum-ass motherfucker that has been living with you for no damn reason at all, but to just what? Give you some sex or some money. But in the meantime, in between time, sucking the fucking life out of you, sucking the soul out of you. Every day you dread being with them. Your skin crawls just seeing them, looking at them breathe, just, ugh. I have been there. And if you are not there with somebody, thank God, because that is not a good place to be in a relationship with somebody. And you're looking at them like, why are you? I've actually said that to my ex-husband I just divorced. Why are you breathing? Like, it got that bad. it had gotten that bad because this man, when I say did not treat me right, worth a fuck. But guess what? I allowed it. And that was part of my growing. Because while I was too busy trying to, as a fixer, or former fixer, I'm no longer a fixer anymore, I'm fixing myself. But in my process of fixing him, guess what the universe said? It's always that you point that one finger at somebody, but you got 4 others pointing at you. So in my journey of trying to fix this motherfucker, the universe took them 4 fingers and said, no, let's fix you. I didn't understand it in the beginning because I wanted to talk about him. I wanted to talk about how he treated me. I wanted to talk about all of the things that he did to me. But Spirit wouldn't let me. Spirit wanted me to focus on my father calling me the dumbest child in the world. And me actually believing that having so much fear within me, I can't even make a decision, or not trusting the decisions that I do make. And then having that self-fulfilling prophecy, knowing that, oh my God, yep, see, Tanya, you stupid. You see, you should have did that. Having that self-fulfilling prophecy that I wasn't able to do something because I didn't do something. Having that fear inside of me that kept me from even trying to do. Oh, I could do it big and bad behind closed doors. But when it came to the doors opening, oh no. Because it was that fear. It was that fear. I was broken. I was filled with shame. I was filled with hurt. I was filled with fear. I didn't even know who I was. I had gotten to a place where I didn't know who I was. My ex-husband recorded me often without me knowing, just to prove later how I didn't actually say what he claimed I said. But anyway, that's what happens when you're with the narcissist. Things like that happen. But I had gotten so broken I didn't know who I was. He recorded a video once and played it back to me. I mean, literally, like my hair was all over the place. I looked possessed. I was throwing shit. I was just cussing and just looking crazy, demonic. Because that was inside of me, which he was pulling out. Because I was tired. And deep down inside, my biggest things that I hate, can't fucking stand, infidelity and treating a woman like she ain't shit. Cheating on a woman and abusing, and racism and sexism. So treating a woman like she's beneath you because she's a woman, I can't fucking stand. Treating somebody because of the color of their skin less than, I can't fucking stand. And a cheating motherfucker, I can't fucking stand a cheating motherfucker. But you know why? Because I was a cheating motherfucker. My father was a cheating motherfucker. My first husband, cheating motherfucker. The men that I've been with, all of them, every last one of them has cheated on me. It's like cheating is like the norm. Like loving somebody is impossible. And I believe that bullshitting ass lie. I believe that lie. Because I grew up thinking that I was ugly. I grew up thinking that my body size and shape wasn't good enough, that I would never please or keep a man. I grew up thinking that I was stupid as hell. That I was unable and incapable. Which ultimately turned into unwilling. Which at the end of the ultimates turned into ultimate fear. Crippling fear to where I couldn't even move. Have you ever been so scared where you just can't make a move? I mean, like you can't even, you so scared, you scared to be scared. Because you're scared that scared is going to scare shit away. So you're scared to do that. But let me tell you something, I am fearful now. Fearful of losing my life before I serve my purpose. It's okay to be scared. It's what you do with that fear that matters. And I learned that along the way, along the journey from broken to better. I learned that it's okay to be scared. I thought being tough was the answer. And I always thought that everybody else is doing this shit. They just super duper. Because see, when people show you, which is one of the reasons why I'm doing this live now, but when people show you their good sides, they don't show you what the fuck actually went on before all of that good stuff happened. And I literally like for people to see my honesty. I like for people to see my struggle. I like it because it helps you to realize, one, you're not the only one going through it. Two, people have gone through it before you. And three, it motivates you to let you see if somebody else got through it, then you can get through it too. And I've learned that my life being public, I don't care about that. It's designed to be like, people would always say, why you tell all your business to everybody? Because I need everybody to learn and see, because I'm a teacher. I'm a student of everybody's life that I encounter, because my sole mission is to transform 1 million plus minds to the truth of who they really are. And I definitely have to do that. I have to have that type of power, that type of essence, that type of ability. And clearly, if it's put in my heart, and it's been in my heart since I was a kid, that's something that universe and God it's part of my soul, my destiny. So it will manifest. Now that I'm on board, it'll easily manifest. Much easier if I never knew about it and was just trying to work on it or guess my way through. But you see, when I went through that dark night of the soul, that shit almost took me out. Like literally, that shit almost took me out that game, baby. I'm telling you, I have been through suicidal thoughts, homicidal thoughts. We're talking about suicidal thoughts, homicidal thoughts, just wanting to give up on life, period, just give up, period. Depression, anxiety, just hopelessness, feeling burdensome, feeling as if I'm a burden, just broken. And I look back at that and I'm amazed at how far I've come now. Like literally, this time last year I probably was somewhere balled up crying, wishing I was where I am today. And you see, all my life I've always run from being single. Because when I was broken, I didn't want to face those things that I thought were wrong with me. I actually thought those things about me, so I never wanted to be by myself because I wasn't a good person. I mean, I was ugly, my body was fucked up, I was dumb. Oh my God, who would want me? I would have to buy my way through friendships. I would have to sleep with men just to get their attention. And guess what I ended up doing? Having men that I pretty much had to take care of. And overperform in sex just to please them. But that was another self-fulfilling prophecy. Another self-fulfilling prophecy. Oh, those are my tarot cards, I'm sorry. But I believed those things. I held on to those beliefs all my life. Literally, I'm 45 years old, and just until recently, Literally, when I say recently, literally, recently, I'm learning these lessons that I should have learned years ago. But it's okay though, because I'm learning them at the right time. I had to go through all of those things before I got to where I am today. Because where I am today is where I need to be. Because where I need to be right now is going to create a future that what I'm doing right now is going to guide my million people. Are you one of those million? Is your mind in desperate need of transforming to the truth of who you really are? Do you desire to change, to have a better life? Are you ready to put in the work? I put in the work. I want to tell you the last, what is this, March? We'll just say April, because actually, oh my, what is today? The 23rd, 24th, we actually separated July 23rd or 24th of last year. So that would be what? August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March. 8 months. So the last 8 months of us physically being separated, and then 2 or 3 prior to that, I've been going through a healing process, because the last few months of us physically being together, we really didn't talk to each other. We really didn't talk to each other outside of good morning, and it was fuck you bitch and motherfucker fuck you after that. Literally. Good morning was the best we had. I mean, it had gotten that bad. And I love that man. I really did love him. I still do. But he was very abusive. He was a liar. He was a cheater. And I don't trust him. And even though he says he's changed, I don't trust him. I don't think that losing me transformed him enough. But then again, I don't know. I haven't given him the chance, but neither do I want to. So anyway, but that was a part of my growing. It took me 8 months to completely heal from all of the pain. Plus, again, the 2-3 months prior to him and I separating. But that separation triggered every opportunity. Plus COVID. Now, mind you, I was going through the death of my first husband, losing my job, having surgery, having COVID twice, having a car, oh God, it's too much, it's a lot. Having a car, actually 2 car accidents. I've experienced a lot. Facing homelessness because I didn't have a job. My business wasn't picking up because I just started this business literally last year. Because of that experience that I had with that abusive relationship, I started the trauma recovery room. The trauma recovery room was birthed out of my recovery from trauma. That is the reason why it is called that. And that is why it exists. Because it's designed to help people recover from their trauma. You enter my room, you enter my realm, you're going to get the treatment that I gave myself. And many of the spiritual modalities that I use for myself, many of them I'm still learning and have yet to learn, they fucking work. And this has nothing to do with religion, nothing to do with a cult or anything. This is about pure reflection of yourself, understanding who you are, tapping into yourself, tapping into your abilities, trusting what God placed in you with yourself. God gave it to you. He trusted you with it. He wants you to do something with it. I come in and help you if you struggle with that area, to show you how to do that, to show you how to do something with it. Because again, it comes a time where we have to answer our soul's call. And the question is, will you answer yours? Will you answer your soul's call? I answered mine. I answered mine. The dark night of the soul, which is the messenger from God directly to you to tell you, release yourself from the darkness that's within you. And make no mistake, the dark parts of you are a part of you as well. You just have to bring the light to them and see that. So it's okay. Whatever you went through, it's okay. Even if it is your fault, it's okay. It's not your fault. Because it was a reason why you did what you did. And that stems from a reason that something happened to you before, which stemmed from a reason which it's not your fault still. So knowing that there's a greater force, that there's something divine and spiritual that's working for you, that'll give you a sense of peace of mind. But again, my experience, when I discovered, again, on my journey of trying to heal him and fix him, I learned so much about myself. I learned so much about narcissism, empathic people, codependency. That's what people pleasing is, codependency. It's just a pretty way of saying it, people pleasing. You pick people to please so that you depend on those people you pick to please to validate your goodness, so to speak. Because deep down you really aren't good. You really don't give a fuck about most of the shit that you do. You just wear a mask and pretend that you do. But that's okay. Own it. Because when you own it, you release the chokehold that it has over you. When you own it, it no longer owns you. So if somebody comes up to you and say, well, you know what, you just did that because you just wanted to feel fake. Yup, I sure did. But I'm learning now that shit don't work, so I ain't even doing it no more. Own your shit. Be real with yourself. That is the only way you're going to start to heal, beloved. The only way you're going to start to heal is by being real and own your shit. Be real. Be real with yourself. But that dark night of the soul, which again is that messenger from God, will definitely get your ass together. It will create any circumstance that you will be placed in that's going to get your damn attention. And guess what my attention was? That relationship. Because the dark night of the soul will have you get on your knees. Oh, my, will you be on your knees? Oh, and that's why God say he'll put you in situations where you're on your knees. He's talking about the dark night of the soul will get you together, which is his messenger. But when you're broken, you don't see that. When you're broken, you can't feel that. You can't understand that. So do you want to get better? Or do you want to stay broken? Do you want to get better or do you want to stay broken? Which one is it? Which one is it? You have a decision to make. You have a decision to make. And I keep looking at this candle that says lilac blossom. Spirit is telling me that it is time for you to blossom. Yes, I'm feeling my tingles and jingles in my body. Yes, that's the message for this. Blossom. You're like a flower. Blossom. Beautiful, baby. Don't be afraid. Let that fear go. Let it go. I promise you. Promise you, when you let it go, your life will change. I promise you. You'll feel better. You'll smell. You'll sleep. Everything will be better. I promise you. That fear that you have is just imaginary. I promise you, if you face whatever it is that you're running from, I promise you your life will transform and change. And those things that which no longer belong can be removed, correct? God is good and He has so much for you. Go get it. God is good. He has so much for you. Go get it. In my journey of self-discovery and self-realization, I learned about tarot. Now, when I found out about tarot, let me tell you. Can you say changed my life? Transformed my life. Gave me a whole new perspective on who I am and my purpose here. I now know that through the tarot. And people say tarot is satanic or demonic or this or that. You don't even fucking know. You've never had a tarot reading. How the fuck you know what tarot is? You going off something somebody fucking told you that went off somebody fucking told them. Because if you are into Christian religion, you'll realize that tarot was in fucking Christianity in the beginning. That's how they scribed their messages. They would predict from the sun and use the universe to use it and go off of strategies and stuff and write the shit down and symbols and all of that. Casting spells and moon rituals. That shit is not satanic. You talk about the damn moon in the damn Bible. Talk about the moon phases and honoring the moon in the Bible. So how the fuck is it satanic? I don't get that. But again, that's going off of what somebody told you. That went off of something somebody told them. That went off of something somebody told them. That went off of some religious person probably in a big old congregation who told all of y'all the same thing and they didn't even know. Because again, I don't speak religion. I speak truth. And the truth is, Jesus is not God to me. I don't believe that God needed a son to do anything for him. I don't believe that. But if that's what you believe, that's fine. I'm not knocking you, but don't knock tarot, because that's what I believe. In fact, tarot is all about being synonymous with religion. If you think about it, they're actually in unison. I would be seen as the pastor, so to speak. Yeah. I give you wisdom. I ask you for money. I give you wisdom for free. I guide you. And I am actually an ordained minister, so I can marry people. But I always thought, I've always known that I was going to be a minister of some sort. But I don't believe in religion, so I knew I couldn't be a Christian religion. I didn't want to talk about something I didn't completely believe in. But when I found tarot, it's probably like when Malcolm X found Islam, that feeling of belonging. That feeling of you just know it fits right with your soul. My soul was leading itself to tarot. All of those videos I used to watch on YouTube trying to fix my marriage, I would run across tarot. And I just started watching tarot. And that shit was just sounding real and making sense. And left my mouth wide open. And I had to get me some to figure out what's going on behind these closed doors. Let me see. And I instantly fell in love with it. Bought my first few decks. Played with them. Got awesome results. Built my confidence about it. And that was it. Now I make a living off of it. And granted, it's not where my ultimate goal is, but again, I just started. It will be. But I went from broken to better. And in my process of going from broken to better, I found true love for myself and true joy. I realized who I was. I found true joy and true love. I overcame the fears that were haunting me. I learned how to forgive those that have hurt me. Most importantly, myself. I overcame. I fucking won. I fucking won. And that's what it's all about. So thank you for joining and tuning in. This is your girl, Coach Tanya, and I just want to say thank you for allowing me to come into your heart and expressing my truth and my just opening up to you and being vulnerable and transparent, which I don't have a problem with at all. But I definitely want to say that my journey from broken to better, it was an adventure. It's definitely a journey. I won't lie. If I had to take the journey again, I wouldn't create the same experiences. But the lessons to learn, I definitely would do it again. Because where I am today, I love it. I love it. Because I know that love is me. It's a reflection of how I feel about myself. It's a reflection of how God represents himself in my life. I honor where I am, no matter where it is. And it may look crazy to you, but I honor wherever I am. And on the outside looking in, if you're going off a material world, you would think that I don't have shit, or very little rather. But I'm probably the wealthiest woman in the world. That's how I feel. And it has nothing to do with money. Nothing to do with money. And once I got to that place and realized that I am well taken care of, I don't have to worry about anything, and anything that I want, I just ask for and it comes to me. I just speak it into existence. I ask for it and it comes to me. All I gotta do is release a few things, let go of a few things, do a few things to get what I want and to have that peace and joy. I wouldn't trade this in for the world. I promise you, this is a good feeling. So not only did the tarot help, the Akashic Records of Tarot, which is your book of life, which talks about your past, present, and future, Learning that helped me to explore my past life and what it is that I'm facing now. I've been able to discern a lot of my blockages through tarot. I'll put it like that. Because the tarot has you looking in areas of your life that you never thought to look in. And to look at them in a different way. And to get insight. That's all it is. Tarot is just clarification and insight on what it is that you already know you want. But learning Reiki healing, writing, I've created one book I just did in October, and I'm actually in the I just finished my third book this morning. Finished my third book. I'm working on my third book, and I really, really, really want to do some audio books as well. So I may work on maybe creating an audio book this year. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know what plans I have, but I definitely have a lot of plans ahead. And it's because I went from broken and from broken to better, man. My creativity is just sparking fearlessly. And I'm proud of myself. I really am proud of myself. Because I surrendered to my journey. Will you surrender to yours? This is your girl, Coach Tanya, the Trauma Recovery Room, Tarot with a Twist. And I just wanted to come on here and express myself and let you know that this path that you're going on, so if you're experiencing loss of interest in your favorite things to do, if your life is chaotic as hell, if you feel there's more to life than what you see, and you may even become severely depressed, just know that this is your journey from going broken to better. Thank you so much for joining me. I will see you on the other side. Bye.